on. And single as fuck means there's nobody, there's nothing, nada. You might be thinking about somebody, but there's no action going on in your life, and probably hasn't been for some time, okay? And you're wondering why. Why is that? Why can't I really connect with somebody, you know? Why is it just the same thing over and over again? What the hell is going on here? So, that is what this reading is about. So, if you're like actively dating people, this probably will not resonate with you. This reading is for those of you who have been single for a while, and it's like no matter what you do, nothing changes. So we're going to see why is that happening to you, Pisces. Alright, the first card I'm drawing is kind of a representation of like your soul energy, what's playing out on that level, because that definitely influences. Luna, the moon. Lots of emotional changes happening within you. The tides are turning, so to speak, Pisces. So I am going to pull 3 Dreams of Gaia tarot cards to get a sense of what does that mean? Why is that happening? Why do these emotional changes need to take place, or why are they taking place? And with this card, it's like there's an element of yourself or elements of yourself that you need to discover, like they're unseen to you, and it could be the way you are in a relationship. Like, I'm not saying that you're not a good partner, but for some of you, maybe you are too giving, too self-sacrificing. Maybe for others of you, you're too selfish. Okay, it's going to be different for everybody because this is a general reading. That's something else that I want to say. If these facts don't resonate with you and don't seem to fit your situation, don't try to make them fit, okay? Because this reading is not meant for you if it doesn't resonate. It's just not. And, you know, this is a general reading, so it will resonate for many, but there's also many that it won't. So, unfortunately, that's just the thing with general readings. So, let's see what the energy around you being single as fuck, Pisces. What is it all about? Why is it happening? It is not a curse, I promise. Usually when we are quarantined from a lover or from any lover, it's because there's things that we need to learn about ourselves, and that's coming through 100% for Pisces. So we have the 4 of fire here. So this has to do with stability within you, maybe emotional stability. And then we have the 4 of air. There was a period that, like, you needed to rest, that is for sure. Wow, and then the 9 of water, Pisces. Holy crap. What this is telling me is, the reason why you are single is there's a transition going on inside of you. Some of you could have been with the same person for a really long time and the relationship ended and you're not sure why it had to. Okay, for others of you, maybe you knew why the relationship had to end, but nonetheless, what's going on here is you've been gaining stability within yourself emotionally and mentally. More than that, you needed a break. This time without a lover has been a much needed break, whether you think you needed it or not, because what's happening here is by the end, this is like the total healing and renewal and refreshing of your energy, of your soul. Okay, and it's by this deeper exploration of who you are, what you want, what you have to offer, and what you need in return. I get the sense, just because this card shows up here, many of you may have been quite self-sacrificing in your relationships, like to the detriment of you. And some of you realize this, and some of you may not realize this. But because of that, like, the universe has given you this time out so you can explore yourself within, and more than that, calm the sea, okay? I think for many of you, you've been through quite a bit when it comes to romantic relationships. And again, right here, the universe has put you in a time out, not to punish you, but because you needed it. You need to heal. You need to recharge your batteries. This is a general reading, so some of you are just beginning that process. Some of you are in the middle of that process, and some of you are on the tail end of that process, okay? But nonetheless, the energy, like, going out, going into the future, leading you ahead, is stable. You know what you want. You know what you have to offer. It's tender, it's gentle, it's kind, it's loving, it's wish fulfillment, okay? So it goes from the unknown to completely knowing who and what you are, what you have to offer. All of you got put in this state for a different reason, okay? This is general, but I just see beautiful healing, and you have been single because you needed it. That's why you're not connecting. That's why you might be rejected after, like, one rejection after another. It's not because there's anything wrong with you. It's because you need it. As I'm saying, okay, we're going to go with that. As I'm saying that, this is what flops out. Transition. You needed this. You needed a cleanse, a shed of all old energy, all cycles and patterns, and, you know, things like that you were just completing over and over. Is like things that you were tolerating and putting up with. It's like the lesson was already learned, but you were still staying because you really loved that person, or you were participating in relationships that you knew better because maybe you didn't want to be alone. And now, through this, drought of being alone, it's a transition, a huge transition is taking place inside of you, emotionally and mentally, spiritually, and it had to happen. Like, you had to emotionally clean house, or that's what you're in the process of. Not only that, energetically cleaning house, really getting in touch with yourself, and no longer willing to self-sacrifice. Now, for others of you, because this is a general reading, with this card, maybe some of you have been very dishonest with your partners. Maybe you've been playing games and breaking hearts, and then now you're kind of in this space where you're not really getting any quality type of dates or meeting anybody. You're not really connecting, and that was to pull you into this space again, to take a look at who you really are. Like, you need to change something inside of you on a deep fundamental level for the next relationship, for the person the universe sees you with, okay? Because I feel, and you do not have to agree with me, I'm not telling you to, I'm just telling you my belief, and my belief is everybody that we are going to fall in love with in this lifetime, it's already set before we come in. It's going to be, like, no matter what, you will eventually meet that person at a very specific juncture in your life, okay? And now, on your way to that, a transition, a fundamental change had to take place inside of you before that next relationship that you are meant to be in. And this tells me whatever's ahead is something very special and significant in order to have a cleanse like this inside of yourself. Now, again, like I said, for some of you, it's because you were far too self-sacrificing, or you settled, or for some of you, you did play games and you were deceitful. It's different for everybody. This is a general reading. So this time of being single has been about restoring stability within yourself and really seeing all of you, because the sea can't settle down until you do, okay? So I'm going to pull 3 advice cards for you, and all 3 are definitely meant for you, but decide which of the three you feel most drawn to, as that will hold just a significant bit more meaning for you personally. But all three of these advices are meant for you to help you through this transition of being single. And then I just think that with this, there's something lovely on the horizon for all of you, but most of you are just in that transition period. Like I said, some at the beginning, some in the middle, and some at the tail end, and you know where you stand. Okay, Pisces. Here is the first advice. Here is the second advice. And here is the third advice. So you decide which of those you feel most drawn to, okay? And I will go ahead and start with the first card. Patience. Okay, so the universe is saying, Pisces, there is something beautiful for you ahead. And it might not seem that way. And it might have been years that you've been single, going through this process of working on yourself. It's going to take a different amount of time for everybody. We are all on a different spiritual journey, okay? But you need to have patience with yourself, with the universe, and with the process, and you need to have patience with the healing process and the self-discovery process, and just surrender to the universe and everything that needs to happen and transpire to get you to where you really want to be. Because with that Nine of Water, something beautiful is ahead, okay? I don't know when that will be. It could be October, it could be November, it could be December, it could be in 2018. Again, this is general, it's different for everybody. But have patience. That will not only change your energy, it will change the experience for you, and you will just feel better, okay? Now, advice number 2 is self-care. This is saying, especially for those of you who are very self-sacrificing, this is saying this period of solitary is all that energy you pour out to others, you need to put into yourself. And for every one of you, you need to start taking better care of yourself in general. If you don't exercise, maybe you should start exercising, not to get a slamming body, but to have better health, to just feel better about yourself in general, okay? Maybe some of you should go buy some different clothes, or just start putting more effort into your appearance. Again, not to impress anybody else, but it really does make you feel better about yourself in general, okay? So everything that you're doing right now should be about what makes you feel better, what makes you feel loved. How can you love yourself? How can you be there for yourself? How can you be your own hero, okay? That's what this card is saying. Really be there for yourself. Be gentle, be kind, be loving, be your best friend, okay? And really take care of yourself. Better than you have been, okay? It will just make you feel better. And lastly, health. Again, for those of you who have been very self-sacrificing, this time out is because it was affecting your health, whether you know it or not. It could be your physical health, your mental health, your emotional health, or all of the above. And you really need to pay attention to that and think about that. And this might even mean some of you need to change some of your eating habits or lifestyle habits. Okay. Overall, your advice cards are saying, hey, Pisces, it's time to love yourself and be there for yourself and take care of yourself and dress nicer, look better, not to impress, but to feel better, because oh my God, believe me, it truly helps. It truly helps. So, since I know that there is something on the horizon for you guys, I am going to pull 3 romance angel cards, and this is all I gotta say. I think for many of you, this is general, so obviously not all of you. Whoever you are getting all cleaned up for energetically, all of it, like whatever all of this transition is, it's like leading you back to a specific person, okay? And it might not be the person that you think, okay? So keep that in mind. Children. Engagement. So, again, this may be leading you back to somebody, and you guys are going to have a brand new beginning, like completely fresh, completely clean slate. And that's because you put this work into yourself, and I think whoever this person is has put some work into themselves as well, okay? I feel like your energies were very similar, and you both had very similar emotional, spiritual work to do to rebalance yourself and heal yourself. And so it's like you're separated from this person, and for some of you, I really feel like it's not who you would outright think right away, okay? And there's like this brand new beginning for you guys, and it's like it's just going to move really quickly because you guys are completely on the same page. For others of you, this could very well mean this is an ex you have children with, and you're apart from them, but it looks as though there is a coming back together. Again, once this work is done within you, once you've completed that. For others of you, this could be somebody who does have children. Okay, since this is general, that separation card could mean nothing. This could just be a brand new person that you haven't even met yet, but they do have children. And again, when you meet them, it's just like things are going to move really quickly. So for all of you, whoever this person is, it's like once you come back together or you come together, things just progress really quickly. And it's like there's nothing you can do to rush this process. It all happens naturally, and that starts with you and you doing the work to heal yourself within and realizing that the fact that you're single is in your favor. It's a blessing to you, so you can get yourself in order 100% for this lovely, beautiful new beginning that I see for you. Like it looks really good. And look at that. I thought I would pull the next Syrian Star Seed card, and we have the Two of Cups. Beautiful. Yes, Pisces. So if you've been single for a long time, stop resisting it. There is something freaking amazing ahead for you, and you've got to be 100% on point with yourself before you come together with this person, because of how fucking magical it's going to be. Like, you don't want to be carrying around any emotional baggage. You don't want to be thinking about no ex. Like, you want to be on point 100%. You want to be open 100%. But more than that, you don't, if you're one of those Pisces who's very self-sacrificing, you want to pull back. And through this singlehood, I think you've learned how to do that, how to put yourself first and foremost, okay? There is compromise, there is sacrifice in all relationships, but love should never be so self-sacrificing that it completely damages you and it's detrimental to your health, mentally, emotionally, physically, spiritually, which is definitely what I see coming through. So you had to go through this transition and learn your self-value, know what you're worth, learn how to fight for yourself, how to stand up for yourself, okay? And know that you matter, but still retain the very essence that makes you magical and special and unmatched to any lover that has the honor to be with you, Pisces, okay? You know that. Like, every Pisces watching this, even if you're single as fuck, it doesn't mean that you don't have a handful of exes that you could call at any moment and they'd be like, hey, what up, okay? That's not what I'm talking about, and you don't want that. But there's something very special as you, equal what you can offer to another person. Like, I just see equal, balance, love, giving and receiving. It's 100% equal, and you've earned this. And now for those Pisces who were breaking hearts and playing games, I really feel like through this transition, if you've really thought about things and been quite introspective and realized, maybe what you were putting out to others wasn't the best energy, it's like you are returned to somebody is returned to you, and you get this second chance, okay? And you can really, I feel like you've changed, okay? This is general, so obviously not all of you, but this is something really special. So I don't think if you haven't changed, I don't think you can have it again. But if you truly have, then it comes back to you, okay? So Pisces, my single Pisces, oh wow. And look at that, that's at the bottom of the deck. Yep, some of you had to go through this period of separation because you both needed to change and work on yourself somehow, some way. And I keep getting that who you think this would be isn't who you expect. Some of you, yeah, you know who it is. Whatever, okay, it's obvious. But for others of you that are like, it's just, I think it's gonna kind of shock you and surprise you, and whoever it is also able to meet you on this same level. Because wow, look at next card, Ace of Crystal. That's really beautiful. That's a brand new solid beginning right there. So good luck, Pisces. Just be patient, okay? Just be patient with the process and work on loving yourself and being there for yourself and knowing that you're amazing, and you've just been single because you had to go through this transition to get you to where you're going, and where you're going looks pretty great. So that's what I have for you guys.